What's up, guys? MINO-6000 over here. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It has been a while since I uploaded to this channel, man, but I have been thinking for quite some time on how am I going to work this channel, the direction I want to take it in, I'm a huge fan of pro wrestling, and I didn't just want to come online and, put myself on camera and act the fool, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just wanted to I'm thinking I'm gonna take it in more of a commentary style this time around. And what better way to kick things off with WrestleMania weekend? You know, that's WrestleMania weekend, WrestleMania week, I should say. And what better way to run down the card of WrestleMania night one and night two and give my predictions on how things will be going down. So yeah, without further ado, we're going to be jumping straight into it with WrestleMania 42 Night 1 match card. Kicking things off with which I'm guessing is the opening for the show, which is The Vision along with iShow Speed versus the Usos and LA Knight. You know what? I've been mildly interested in this match. I'm actually very interested in what iShow Speed is going to do, because the last time he made an appearance at the Royal Rumble last year, the guy put his entire body on the line, man. The physicality with Braun Breaker's spearing the hell out of iShow Speed, man, and then being tossed over the table by Otis. That was one hell of a way to make an appearance, you know? A solid first impression that it had guys like Jim Cornette even in awe, you know? He was like, man, I wonder what's going to happen next with iShow Speed, you know? But yeah, my theory, no pun intended for Austin theory, but my prediction is that the Vision is going to come out on top. You know, the Vision needs a win. The Usos and LA Knights are already made individuals. They don't need to win this match. And the Vision just recently won the titles, man. You can't really just win the belts and then, not have an impact after that. You know what I mean? They do need it more. Bronson Reed is on the shelf. Braun Breaker's on the shelf. They've been taking a whole lot of L's as of late. So the Vision do need this win. So my prediction, the Vision wins it. Match number 2, Jacob Fatu versus Drew McIntyre in an unsanctioned match. Now this match, I'm sure is going to be an absolute banger. Oh my gosh, this feud leading up the build, it has been a blast to witness, man. This is some heavy heat, and the fact that it's an unsanctioned match, I really hope that they're going to be doing something that is going to surprise the crowd, something uncouth, you know. They need to go all out with the extreme. They need to shock the crowd, you know what I mean? Because if the first match is going to be the Vision match, and newer viewers are going to be tuning in primarily for iShow Speed, what if his fan base is going to stick around and the match they see is Fatu versus Drew? Man, that's one way to keep him around, man. And you also have the element of Drew McIntyre saying for weeks and months on end, I wasn't the one that attacked you last year. It wasn't me. But Fatu was convinced that it was Drew. So maybe the person that actually attacked Fatu is going to come out and attack him and cost him the match. I wonder who that could be. Perhaps Ilya Dragunov? I don't know, man. I don't know. But my prediction, Drew McIntyre wins the match, and the person that really attacked Jacob Fatu last year is going to cost him the match. Up next, we have the Women's World Championship match, Stephanie Vacker versus Liv Morgan. This is another match I'm really looking forward to, man. I'm not going to lie. They have built this match up so well. You know, the promos leading up to it, right? When Stephanie made Liv cry, when she started becoming more and more unhinged leading up to this match, man, Liv Morgan has shown a side of her that we haven't seen in quite some time, or you can even say it's a side that we haven't seen at all. She has become this crazed, insane, manic individual, and I'm all here for it, man. Liv Morgan is going to be, she's going to be unhinged in this match. I really hope that Stephanie comes out on top, because when you really think about it, I think the only matches she has had was against Brie Bella, isn't it? I think it was just against Brie Bella, if I'm not mistaken. That has been her main feud. And she hasn't really had major feuds aside from Brie Bella. So yeah, I think she needs to get this win over Liv Morgan. Yes, Liv is crazed at the moment, but let's face it, the Judgment Day is falling apart slowly but surely. Stephanie needs this win. Liv can take this loss and it can tie into the crumbling of the Judgment Day. Raquel could get involved, who knows? Even Roxanne. I'm actually interested in seeing how that's going to go down. Up next, we have the Women's Intercontinental Championship. No, wait a minute. I don't think I gave my prediction on the previous one, did I? But yes, my prediction on the Women's World Championship match, Stephanie Vacker is going to win that match. Women's Intercontinental Championship match, AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch, man. Look, my money's on AJ Lee. I'm flat out saying it. My prediction is AJ Lee. Becky doesn't need this win. You know, someone once said on the internet, I came across this post from someone online saying that this could be a similar situation with regards to Cody and Seth Rollins, where Cody had 3 wins over Seth straight up, and Seth couldn't even beat Cody at all. Maybe this is a similar situation. Maybe AJ gets her WrestleMania victory over Becky Lynch, goes 3-0 against her. That could be the case. But I'm not gonna lie, man. I've not been really interested in this feud. It was red hot in the beginning, but the more and more they draw it out, they drag it into oblivion. Yeah, AJ Lee, and yeah, I'm really hoping AJ wins it, man, because the feud has really been dragged on for far too long, and I don't see it going any further. AJ needs to put a stop to it, and maybe she can go on to feud with someone like Bayley or Lyra Valkyria, or maybe Ivy Nile, or Raquel. You never know, man. Yeah, she needs new opponents, gettable opponents, and she needs to bury Becky Lynch over here, man. She needs to put her under. Women's Tag Team match. The Women's Tag Team Championship. Nia Jax and Lash Legend, the Irresistible Forces, versus Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, versus Bayley and Lyra Valkyria, versus the Bella Twins. I'm not gonna lie, man. The Bella Twins have got to come out on top. I mean, they just recently reformed. Brie recently came back to the company. What better way to, send them off than with a tag team championship match win at WrestleMania? I mean, the other teams are also good. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, they had a solid run with the titles. Bayley and Lyra have had a dissension. They've been acting more like heels as of late. Nia and Lash, they have become a credible team over the past few months, man. Lash Legend has been impressing me, I'm not going to lie. But the Bella Twins, this could be their final year, who knows. But yeah, I really do hope that they will come out on top in this one. So that's my prediction on that one. Seth Rollins versus Gunther. This match hasn't had a lot of build, but I'm pretty positive this match is probably going to be match of the night. In my eyes, man. We got Seth Rollins, we got Gunther. These are beasts, man, in the ring. Wrestling connoisseurs, man. There ain't no better way to put it. But my prediction is Gunther is going to win the match. Gunther beats Seth Rollins. He has asked Paul Heyman for a favor. Maybe he puts Rollins to rest and he gets his favor. And maybe that could be him going up against Brock Lesnar. Who knows? But this is my candidate for match of the night. My prediction, Gunther comes out on top. And then we have the undisputed WWE Championship match. Oh my gosh, man. Cody versus Randy for the championship. Not looking forward to this one, man. I just want them to get it over with, have Randy beat Cody for the title, and just end this thing, man. I don't know why they had to incorporate Pat McAfee into this entire thing, man. It's just ruined the entire storyline. Because the way they started it, Randy beating the crap out of Cody, leaving him a bloody mess, that was awesome. That was really awesome. And I thought they were going to build on the legacy that they had, no pun intended. The legacy. I thought the person that he was on the phone with was either Cowboy Bob Orton or Ted DiBiase Jr. They could have built on that. Maybe even Goldust, a Dustin Rhodes. It could have been him. But no, they took the route of Pat McAfee, and then the story just went completely downhill. Made no sense whatsoever. I just want Randy to win the title from him and get this over with. Pat needs to get the heck out of here, man. No one wants to see him. He's got go-away heat with me personally. And Cody needs to rehabilitate himself. But the way I see it happening, man, we're probably heading into a tag team match at Backlash. Cody and Jelly Roll versus Pat McAfee and Randy Orton. Too much celebrity involvement on this WrestleMania card, man. Too many of them. And Jelly Roll and Pat McAfee had no business being a part of this, man. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it. That's my thoughts on night 1 of WrestleMania 42. Let's jump straight onto night 2's match card. Up first, we have Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar. Oh my gosh, this is the match I'm most looking forward to. I'm not going to lie to you guys, man. My prediction, Oba beats Brock. It cannot be any other way. Oba is the most over guy on the roster right now, man. Barely been there for 4, 5, or 6 months, and he's already been killing it. He's been killing it every time he struts to the ring. The crowd goes insane for Obafemi. Yo, I'm really proud of this guy, man. This is someone I've watched from the very beginning in NXT. And yo, he's now going to be in the ring with none other than Brock Lesnar, the beast incarnate, man. So yeah, I really hope Oba wins. In a perfect world, it would be Oba squashing Brock. I really hope that could be the case. But I don't see that happening, but I do hope that Brock gets some offense in the beginning. Oba turns it around, he powerbombs his ass on the ground, and then he gets the win. He needs the win, man. He really needs the win. Oba can beat Brock Lesnar and become the new Brock Lesnar and be launched into the stratosphere. Gosh, I cannot wait for this match, man. Alright, the Intercontinental Championship ladder match. Pinta versus Javon Evans versus Dragon Lee versus JD McDonough versus Rusev versus Rey Mysterio. Yo, you know, this is a tough one, man. I got 2 guys picked for this match. 2 guys picked. I got Javon Evans and then I got Rey Mysterio. The reason why I chose Javon is because if you notice, a lot of the NXT call-ups, Oba, Trick Williams, and Javon Evans have been killing it as of late. Javon less than the other 2, but the way to launch him up onto the same level as the other 2 is by making him win this Intercontinental title match. It's a ladder match, so all you gotta do is scale the ladder and take the title down. He doesn't have to pin anyone, he doesn't have to pin Rusev or JD or Pinta or whatnot. Just get the title off. Yeah, I would love to see Javon win, man. And my second pick is Rey Mysterio. The reason why I say that, imagine Rey winning the title, Rey holding the title for a few weeks or months or whatnot. It could be a short-term title feud. And then going up against Dominic Mysterio. Putting the championship on the line against Dominic. Putting his career on the line as well. That could be a solid way for him to call it quits. You know? I don't know if he's going to hold the title all the way to SummerSlam. But you know, what better opponent to have in your final match than your son? You know? Him and Dominic. Dom has got to be his final match. It cannot be Gunther. It has to be Dom. So those are my 2 picks. I'm kind of leaning more towards Javon because, yo, the NXT call-ups have been killing it as of late. So, yeah, cannot wait for that match, man. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm more hyped for night 2 of WrestleMania 42, man. I'm more hyped for that. Oba, Intercontinental title match, and obviously the main event as well. We'll get to that. The WWE Women's Championship match, Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley. Alright, so, myself personally, I hope Rhea Ripley wins the match. I really hope Rhea wins, but for storyline purposes, I do see Jade winning. I mean, Jade just formed this team with the Baddies 2.0. What's it called? Meechin and B-Fab, forming a faction with them. She needs to win. I love Rhea to win. She's one of my favorite female wrestlers on the roster, but Jade can't just form this faction and then ends up losing. She needs to win it, man. So I'm looking forward to that. The build has been wishy-washy. But the match itself, I'm looking forward to seeing two jack chicks going at it in the ring. Rhea and Jade, that is a dream match for many. And my prediction, Jade Cargill wins the match with the help from the Baddies. I don't think Io is going to get involved. I think they took Io out on purpose. But who knows, maybe Io comes out and maybe she comes to Rhea's corner bloody and injured. Who knows? But still, my pick is Jade Cargill. Up next, we have the United States Championship match. We have Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams. My God, man. Trick Willie has got to win this match. I don't know why Carmelo Hayes is not included in this match. He should have been added. I mean, he has proven himself to be worthy of being on the WrestleMania card. I don't know why he's not included, but oh well. Trick has got to win this match. He's got to win this title, man. I mean, he's the anointed one right now. Strutting around with his lemon pepper steppers. Trick Williams, he's got the gift of the gab and the gift of the jab, man. Another guy I've been watching from the very beginning when he was Carmelo's manager over in NXT. How he has broken out into being a megastar. He has flown off along with Oba. So, he needs to win this. Put Sami Zayn down, the gingerbread man, put him down. And unfortunate, I just hope Lil Yachty doesn't get involved. I want Trick to prove himself that he's worthy of being the United States Champion and he can win it himself. My prediction, Trick Williams. Up next, we got Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio, and Finn needs to win this, man, without a doubt. Finn needs to rehabilitate himself. He's already broken away from the Judgment Day. He's got so many rebuilding to do, so much rebuilding. The Judgment Day has depreciated his character throughout the years, and he's no longer the same Finn Balor he once was. He needs to get to that same level, that main event status Finn Balor, and go up against the CM Punks of the world, the Roman Reigns of the world, you know what I mean? He's bringing the Demon back, so I'm hyped for that. So I cannot wait to see the Demon's return at WrestleMania. Flipping hell, I think the last time we saw the Demon was when he fought Edge, I think, at Mania a few years back. Not entirely sure, but really hope Finn Balor wins. That's my prediction as well. And none other than the main event of Night 2 and the main event overall for the World Heavyweight Championship, CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. My God, the promos these guys have been a mix of absolute fire to hit and miss. You know what I mean? It started off red hot when Punk was like, I'm going to bury you next to your father. That was messed up. That was uncalled for. That was unhinged. For him to say something like that about Roman Reigns, man. And the Anoa'i family as well. Poor Sika, over there trying to rest in peace, and Punk invoking his name. And then it went off to, I'm better than you, I hate you, it's about family, it's about ideologies, CM Punk's ideology of him coming into the industry through the indies, and Roman Reigns' ideology with him coming through the industry through his family. So, I mean, there's some solid story there, but the fact that it started off high and then it went low and then it went low, and now it has slowly picked up again with a newly promo that Roman has cut in his car. Cutting a promo on CM Punk. Jeez, that was brutal, man. He cooked him. He cooked Punk. He cooked him on Jimmy Fallon. CM Punk trying to clap back over with his sit-down interview with Corey Graves. He wasn't as heated, but he did also make some solid points. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this match. This is going to be hype. My pick, I don't know. I kind of want Roman Reigns to win. Maybe if Roman wins the title, it will force him to be at work more often. Yes, he has earned the luxury of being a part-timer. But, come on, man. Haven't you learned anything from The Rock? Don't branch over to Hollywood. Don't do that. Because you're going to make movies, and then things aren't going to work out, and then people are going to miss you in wrestling, and you are going to slowly realize that you are actually the biggest star in wrestling instead of Hollywood. Look at The Rock. He's got go-away heat in Hollywood. People don't want to see him anymore. People don't want to watch his movies. Yeah, I don't know, man. I really hope Roman comes back full-time. I really hope. But I also want CM Punk to win because he can go on to have other feuds. There's Finn Balor waiting, but he did fight Finn already, right? Okay, maybe my final prediction is Roman Reigns. Roman wins the title. Roman carries the title for a few months. He goes up against Seth Rollins. They're going to rekindle that feud. Goes up against Finn. A few other wrestlers on the side. Maybe Oba. Who knows? Oba versus Roman. Maybe Oba takes the title from Roman. Jeez. Kind of looking forward to that. Not going to lie to you guys, man. But yeah, my final prediction, Roman Reigns. So yeah, those are my predictions for the WrestleMania 42 card, man. As you can tell, I'm a little wishy-washy over here. I'm looking forward to some matches, whereas others I'm not really looking forward to. But all in all, it should be a good WrestleMania. At the end of the day, it's a WrestleMania, man. They're going to have high levels of production. The pyro is going to be off the charts. And it sucks that they're in Las Vegas once again, but heck, might as well just enjoy it because next year, they're going to Saudi Arabia. Alright, that was me, MINO-6000. I hope y'all enjoyed this commentary video on WrestleMania 42's card. And yeah, let's just go in there and have an amazing card, man. I'm sure it's going to be fire. And let's just enjoy ourselves as wrestling fans because, WrestleMania weekend is always fire. Y'all know that for sure. Alright, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the flip side, man. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.